So we now get to participate in another one of those mitzvot, another one of those commandments of Purim. I mentioned a couple of them earlier. Giving gifts to those in our community is one of them. Mentioned that one. Giving gifts to those in need is another one. A third is to hear the Megillah. The Megillah is the story of Purim. It takes place, well, it comes from the book of Esther. I've explained this a lot this week. I participated in an interfaith program, a conflict reconciliation program in New York. I was one of a few Jews, so a lot of people were coming up to me and saying, what in the world is Purim? I keep hearing about Purim. What is Purim? So the short version, it's the book of Esther. It's our celebration of the book of Esther, and we take our cue from the closing chapters that instruct us to celebrate through the reading and hearing this story over again. Anything to add, Cantor?
I think so.
I think you have a couple things to add.
Yeah. What you might not know is that Purim, in some ways, is one of the most important holidays we observe. Now, as kids, we learned that Purim was sort of down there with Hanukkah as a minor holiday. But in truth, Purim, during the end of days, during the Messianic time, is one of the only holidays that will be continued to be observed. And there could be some interesting reasons. What might one of those reasons be? Why would we continue to observe Purim even after the Messiah, Mashiach, or the Messianic age arrives? Why would we observe Purim? So maybe that's a rhetorical question. So one reason might be that, and it might be tied to that phrase that we read on Shabbat Zachor, which is actually this Friday, Saturday. And that phrase is that we are supposed to blot out the name of Amalek so that we remember. So that's a curious phrase that we sort of block it out. We cover it up so that we remember it. Well, if we think in terms of the Megillah, of the story of Purim and all that it teaches us, and we think in terms of the possibilities of what might happen if things aren't kept in the forefront of our mind, the things about being good, about being righteous, about being holy, even in the time of the Mashiach, even in the time of the Messianic age, things could go poorly. Now, we know from the past century that things didn't go well, and there's a phrase that we keep saying over and over again about not forgetting, okay? We should not forget. We should remember. We should remember. Well, the same holds true for the story of Purim, that we should remember. Now, that's the serious stuff. So why do we have so much fun? Because we do. And, you know, a lot of people from the outside might think that Jews don't have fun. Well, no, absolutely, we have fun. And so on Purim, we're supposed to turn things upside down. We're supposed to have fun, and we're supposed to joke. We're supposed to close your ears if you're younger than, I don't know, 50. You're supposed to get so inebriated that you can't distinguish between the name of Mordecai and Haman. Now, that's pretty wasted, if you ask me. So, but in the Hebrew, interestingly, there are other words in the Hebrew that are more like Haman and easier to boo-hoo? Oh. Thank you. Haman. But listen carefully. Hamelech Oh, very good. Hamalka. So the king and the queen, and then there's of course that person, Haman. Okay, great. So we have to. I'm glad we're getting ready. We're getting warmed up. So now in the first joke is maybe not so easy to pick up, but I'm going to explain it to you. The first joke is in the blessings before the reading of the Megillah, and the blessings sound like this. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. Now, if you transport yourself just about, I don't know, 6 months ago or so, 7 months, what is that melody attached to? Baruch. What? Someone said it.
I think I heard over here.
I heard over there. Shofar. Exactly. So these are the shofar blessings, but, well, the melody is. So it's the first musical joke. And if you're, so I'm giving you a hint, it's the shofar blessings. But no, it's the beginning of the Megillah reading. Second joke. In the Ahavta, when you end a verse of Torah, it sounds something like Merchatipcha, Merchasopasuk. It goes down, right? So it almost like an English phrase with a period at the end of the phrase, it goes down. Well, in the Megillah, we do we sort of go backwards. The middle of the verse goes down as if it's the end of the verse, and the end of the verse doesn't go down as much like it's the middle of the verse. So everything is turned backwards, upside down, if you will. So instead of Merchatipcha, Merchasopasuk, it sounds like this. Merchatipcha, Merchasopasuk. Okay, but the et nakta, Merchatipcha, Munach et nakta. That's the middle of the verse, which sounds a little more like the end. So these are all little jokes. You'll hear other jokes in the cantillation. And you can laugh if you like. I mean, yes, I know they're not gut-busting jokes, but they are, they are jokes nonetheless. They are musical puns. Okay, so, and you'll hear, for instance, in the Tavir, which is the Torah Tavir, it goes Tavir. So little things like that are just little musical jokes. Okay, so here we go. You ready? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al mikra Megillah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim la'avoteinu בימים ההם בזמן הזה. Baruch, sounds like Hanukkah, right? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Oh, so get ready. Here we go. ויבוא המלך והמן לשתות עם אסתר המלכה. ויאמר המלך לאסתר גם ביום השני במשתה היין.
That means wine. That means wine.
That was the wine festival. So lots of drinking. Esther Amaleko ותינתן לך דמה בקשתך עד חצי המלכות ותיעש.
The king and Haman came to a feast with Queen Esther, and on the second day of that wine festival, as Cantor put it, the king asked Esther What is your wish, Queen Esther? Whatever it is, it shall be granted to you. And what is your request? Even if it's half the kingdom, it shall be granted.
ותען אסתר המלכה ותאמר
Queen Esther replied,
אם מצאתי חן בעיניך המלך ואמר המלך טוב תיתן לי נפשי בשאלתי ועמי בבקשתי. Need to take my glasses off. I can't see anymore.
and
Wait.
okay,
Esther's still going.
Esther's still going.
Yeah, okay.
Esther had to put on her glasses, take off her glasses.
כי נמכרנו אני ואמרי להשמיד להרוג ולאבד לעברים ולשפחות נמכרנו החרשתי כי אין הצעה שוב בנזק המלך.
So Esther replies, she says, if your majesty will do me the favor, and if it pleases you, let my life be granted as my wish, and my people's lives as my request. For we have been sold, my people and I, to be destroyed, massacred, and exterminated. Had we only been sold as laborers, I would have kept silent, for that would not have been worth your trouble.
ויאמר המלך אחשוורוש ויאמר אסתר המלכה מי הוא זה אין זה הוא אשר מלאו ליבו לעשות כן ותאמר אסתר איש צר ואויב המן
So King Ahasuerus asks of Esther, who is he and where is he who dared to do this? The adversary and the enemy, replied Esther, is this evil Haman.
What happened? Haman. נבעט מלפני המלך והמלכה והמלך קם בחמתו במשתה היין אל גינת הביתן והמן אמר Oh, you missed it again. V'haman. Amad. You can't fall asleep. You can't fall asleep. V'haman. Amad. Levakesh al nafsho me'ester malka ki ra'a ki chalta elah. There it is. The Hara Me'et HaMelech.
Haman cowered before the king and the queen. The king, in his fury, left this wine festival for the palace garden, while Haman remained to plead with Queen Esther for his life, for he saw that the king had decided to destroy him.
והמלך שב מגינת הביתן אל בית משתה, לא wrong key, משתה היין והמן נופל.
He
fell down. על המיטה אשר אסתר עליה, ויאמר המלך, לכבוש את המלכה. עמי בבית.
So that when the king returned from his palace garden to the banquet room, Haman was laying on the couch on which Esther reclined. So the king walks in. Does he mean to take my queen in my own house? That's what he said.
I know.
Yeah.
I got
You just read it. You know. You just read it.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, this is the X-rated part. הדבר יצא מפי המלך ופני המן חפו ויאמר קרבנה אחד מן הסריסים לפני המלך. גם הנה העץ אשר עשה המן. What happened? Have you all been drinking? למרדכי אשר דיבר טוב המלך ומעיד בבית המן. These are the eunuchs, by the way, talking. גבוה 50 אמה ויאמר המלך דלכו עליו.
As soon as these words left the king's mouth, Haman's face was covered. Then Harvona, one of the eunuchs in attendance of the king, said, "What is more, a stake is standing at the house of Haman."
Yes.
50 cubits high. I looked it up. That's about 25 yards, which Haman made for Mordecai, the man whose words saved the king.
And what did the king say?
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. This is a big part. It's a big part.
I mean, you gotta read that part.
The king orders, impale him on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, ouch is right. ויתלו את המן על העץ אשר הכין למרדכי וחמת המלך שככה ומרדכי יצא מלפני המלך בלבוש מלכות תקלת וחור ותרת זהב גדולה ותחריך בוץ וארגמן והעיר שושן צהלה ושמחה ליהודים הייתה אורה ושמחה וששון ועיקר ולכל מדינה ובכל עיר ועיר, וכל אשר דיבר המלך, ודעתו מגיע שמחה וששון ליהודים, משתה ויום tov, good deed, a good day indeed, yes. ורבים מעמי הארץ מתייחדים, כי נפל פחד היהודים עליהם.
So they impaled Haman, which on the stake he put up for Mordecai, and the king's fury subsided. So Mordecai left the king's presence in royal robes of blue and white with a magnificent crown of gold and a mantle of fine linen and purple wool, and the city of Shushan rang with joyous cries. The Jews enjoyed light and gladness, happiness, and honor, and in every province and in every city, when the king's command and decree arrived, there was gladness and joy among the Jews, a feast and a Yom Tov.
Very good.
A very good day indeed.
Yes.
And many of the people of the land professed to be Jews, for the fear of the Jews had fallen upon them.
And now, we aspire towards the day of the Messianic time, and we turn to the ark, and we rise for Aleinu.
That's right.